3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That's 380. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Chase Edmonds, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 27, Wilson, he's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the draw, this is Penny. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Wilson now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The throw over the middle, taken in. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Mike's 54 of it on it. 66, pull it, half.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. 36.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 44, Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check it back.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You're not ready. You're not echo. Go. Hey, turn it up. Switch.
This is Logan. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cardinals 14, Seahawks 7.
Ready. Check right. Watching you five.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. To try again after the sack. Murray. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 20
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get them one closer. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 52.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
6
line.
guys. Check 6 guys. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist.
Here's Edmonds, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Go. 50 flag. 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. 55.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw. And it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
43. Check, check. 40.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Jump, 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 jump. 14.
Here's Penny on the counter. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
25. Tempo.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Strip that ball.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Edmonds. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got nothing. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Murray going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Seattle.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive?
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check 43. Shoot.
On first down. Logan. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half from Murray. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Rashad Penny. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Touchdown, defense.
They'll look to run with Ingram. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Trey Madden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Open man completes it to Butler. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play fake. Murray. And he's going to go down again. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Murray with a 3rd and long. This is Butler making the catch. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Under 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Double. Slam. Pick the edge. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. That's complete to Butler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2.
Check, crunch. Check, lucky.
After the turnover, here's Murray, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Everyone's got 36 power. Check 26, check 26. There.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Edmonds. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, 49 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Mike, check, 59.
Now Wilson on first down. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joshua Perkins, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first down, Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
26-yard line.
Let's go! Man, read. Check 55, Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Yup, yup. Shit. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
On second and 11 now, Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Is the mic. Hey, let's get in that hose.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Let's go.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2 times. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 24 is the mic. 2 left.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray now. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert.
Now Wilson. Completes it to Jennings. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
12 at the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Push him back. Push him back.
On third down, it's Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run with Logan. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Kill. Watch the safety creep.
On second down, it's Logan. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cardinals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Edmonds. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check 13. Alert 3. Alert 3. Deuce.
They run it here with Edmonds. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
You better bring it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D.
And they take a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.